we're back at the airport. We're going to Chicago for one day. We fly out. It's now, what time is it? Like 4:30?
Exactly.
It's 4:30 in the morning. I think our flight leaves at like 6 a.m. and then we land in Chicago at like 9:30. Then we're going to the office experience and then we literally fly back at like 11 p.m. So we're just doing a little day trip, but we're waiting to get some coffee from McDonald's and waiting for Chick-fil-A to open up so we can get some breakfast. But I'm excited. We're gonna try and go to the Starbucks Reserve and go see the Bean and get Nando's and get an Italian beef sandwich that people from my work said we should get.
Christmas market.
Yeah, there's a Christmas market too we might try and go to.
Instead of probably going to the top of one of the skyscrapers.
Yeah,
It's
we'll
supposed
see.
to rain anyway.
There's like a 96% chance of rain today, so we'll see how good it goes. So we decided to stay the night because it rained last night. We didn't get to see anything. So now we're going to the Bean. We got more Starbucks Reserve coffee.
Jessie had like a chocolate croissant the size of her head.
Yeah, it was good. So now we're headed to the Bean and the Pier. And we might do a couple other things before.
It's living up to the hype. Very windy.
Yeah.
Look at Jessie's little hair. We finally made it over to Millennium Park. We found a giant Christmas tree.
And the Bean's right there.
I don't know. Yeah, it's right there. We kept going, where is it? It's reflecting stuff. You can, oh my god, you can barely see it in the camera, but it's right there.
It's the same color with the clouds right now, so.
But I don't know if we've ever shown the Denver tree. Maybe we will this year. But it's literally just like a light show.
It's lights.
It's like cone made out of lights, and they play music, and it moves to the music.
Like it's literally just like poles with lights on them. It's not a tree at all.
We made it to the Bean. Turns out it's actually called Cloud Gate, but everyone calls it the Bean because it looks like a bean. I don't know if Chicago's like known for its coffee or what, but it's definitely not known for Starbucks, and that's all we've been to.
They actually had Starbucks coffee. Never mind. We found rock climbing walls right next to Millennium Park.
I think that's literally a rock climbing wall, and there's another one.
Just in the middle of the city.
The city's like weird, but in a good way. It's not like any other city we've ever visited.
We also just saw like a full-on moving truck make a U-turn in the middle of the road over a median.
Like literally over one of these.
It wasn't that big of a median, but it was
that high though. He's just like, yep. Went the wrong way. We're walking over to the pier now.
I think we're like 10 minutes away from it, but
made it over to the water. There's the pier over there we're gonna walk over to. It's a little confusing to get over here, but
this is our first Great Lake that we've ever seen.
And also the first time we've been to the water since we moved out to Denver.
Yep.
Now we're in Navy Pier. There's like a huge welcome building filled with stores.
And some food. Well, we probably won't get anything. We'll probably wait to go back to Nando's.
The real reason we came to Chicago.
So we made it. We're sitting at the Navy Pier, and it's actually really nice because like all of the boats, besides a couple, are in for the season. So like you get a good view because you're not just like staring at boats, but the water is actually really pretty. It looks very icy.
Look, there's a little tiny lighthouse out there too, and there's the city. It's like so much quieter over here.
It's like so quiet and peaceful over here.
And it's funny because I feel like it's mostly tourists over here, but it's so quiet.
But it's cool. There's like a bunch of restaurants and stuff.
I'm sure this place gets like crazy overrun in the summer though.
There's a huge hotel behind us that's like half of the pier is just this hotel. At least on this side, but it's really nice. I like it.
Jessie says if we were to move to an East Coast city, this is one she'd consider. We're considering this East Coast because it's still on the eastern half
Yeah.
of the U.S. But
This is about as east as I would get. If I wanted to move to if we want to try a big city, I would go Chicago because I wouldn't want to move to New York City. And the only other place I would
and she's staying on East Coast because I dropped some stuff.
The only other place I would go.
I'm about to drop my phone.
The only other place I would go on the East Coast would be DC because I love DC. So I would move there. But
West Coast, we'd love to try Portland or Seattle.
yeah, or somewhere in California.
Yeah, we were thinking like Northern California though.
But we might try like a year in one city, a year in another, and then odds are we'd probably move back to Denver because both of us love Denver, and that's probably where we're gonna end up. But it'd be cool to try something else for a little bit after this next lease is up that we just signed in Denver. We'll do a little more traveling, see what we like, and then maybe pick a place to go for a year.
We got the goods. Jessie's mom said we had to go to Garrett Popcorn. Oh god, this chair is like...
We got the cheese and caramel mix.
Yeah, it's called like the Garrett mix or something. We're hoping we got the right one that she told us to try. But yeah, we're gonna try it. Hopefully it's good. It was like $6 for a small bag, so... Okay, here we go. Jessie's gonna try some. First time.
So I get one of each.
Probably. Is that anything special or does it just taste like other popcorn?
No, actually the caramel popcorn's really good.
Yeah? They had a special hot cocoa one that looked good.
It's not bad.
We are at lunch. We went to the one and only Nando's. If you've like seen any of our old videos, back when we were in Dublin, we used to eat at Nando's like every chance we had.
It's our favorite place, but they're only in Chicago and DC in the US. So.
It's a South African company, but they're all over Europe because they're like really popular in Europe. But they're only, yeah, like Jessie said, they're only in 2 cities here. And they're both very far from Colorado, so.
Anytime we're in the cities, we plan trips to cities that will have it.
But I got a chicken Caesar and I added halloumi. So it's a chicken Caesar wrap with Peronaise, which looks crazy blown out right now, but I literally buy Peronaise bottles like on Amazon.
And I got wings with their medium sauce and fries. And then this is my favorite. Their garlic sauce is my favorite.
We literally buy this, like, we buy the sauce. Like we also have like the peri-peri sauce that they put on the chips. Like we have everything that you could have.
Basically, yeah.
We even have t-shirts.
Yes. So we came over to the Chicago Cultural Center to look around a little bit while we wait for our flight because we have to leave in like an hour.
Head into the airport now.
It's only like 2:15, but we don't really have anything else to do.
And I'm low-key worried, yeah.
Terrible when we went in.
For some reason, they have Frontier fly into the international terminal.
Every
with
other
like
terminal
30
has,
other
like, 4
airlines.
And then
So
the one that we have to fly out of has like 30. So we're gonna head over now. And worst case scenario, just like grab some food and sit down.
Yeah, just to be safe too, because we don't know this airport as well, so we don't know how long the lines take to get through or anything.
Yeah, we also have to take a shuttle bus.
Because half of the airport's under construction.
From the terminal the train comes into to the terminal we have to fly out of. So
not fun.
Better safe than sorry.